just wanted to come on because I've been noticing a pattern recently. And this pattern is that at least when I get new clients or when we, bring in somebody new, et cetera, they, because everyone's so excited about getting healthy, which I fully appreciate, right? The thing that I typically tell people though is slow down, okay? And I will fully admit that I used to be very like, let's go, right? Like off to the races. That method has proven to not really work. It's proven to be a lot. It's proven to feel very overwhelming, right? So, over the years, we've tweaked how we kind of approach everybody. And the thing that I will tell you is sometimes slowing down and being a little bit more intentional is really important. I will tell you, since we started bringing in tuning forks and since we've, I'm a constant learner. I will always learn. I will always be a learner. I will always be, I have your best interest at hand, specifically for, because we do all one-on-one work. And the reason why we do one-on-one work is because everyone's different. We've kind of been led a bit of this myth and this lie that like everyone's the same and everyone requires the same. It's just simply not true. And even doing sound work and frequency work on people, I've noticed even more how individual everybody is, and everyone's life experience has caused them to have these immune issues or sensitivities to things and or blockages. So there's so much to real health, and I kind of tell people constantly, let's start here, and then as you get better and as we see improvement, because again, this is also the thought of we're not here to look for perfection, right? Like I come from a family of everything trying to be perfect, facade, we're Italian, so everything is like, let's just push it under the rug and pretend like it's not there. It's there. So I like to sort of kind of slowly bring everything to the surface. But what I want to tell you is that these things happen slowly. And I think what ends up happening is that, as your body starts to get better, your frequency changes because you're getting healthier, right? And as your frequency and your energy changes, what ends up happening is that certain things start to come to the surface of what you need to handle and what you need to look at. That could be relationships, that could be business, that could be yourself. It could be like we are changing and evolving, especially now. So get used to change because it is happening, okay? The one thing though I want you to remember is that even in all this change and all the things going on, try to find moments of being intentional with yourself, with how you approach getting healthy, how you approach being in relationships with others, right? I think we tend to like want to get, this is our society is I want to get to the destination. I want to get there. Okay, I understand that. But in order to get there, things have to happen. And, for example, I've been looking for a new office space, a new building space for almost 3 years now. People think it's just easy, right? Why isn't this happening by now? You should be moved. When you are setting up a destiny and when you are setting up a foundation and a structure for long-term and longevity of a community, that takes time, right? Just like real health takes time. And when I'm going to be really honest with you, most of us haven't really been taking care of ourselves. We think we have to some degree, but we really haven't, right? So, and that's not to be rude, it's not to be judgmental, it's just a fact. We haven't really truly been taking care of ourselves to the level that, we should be. And it's also because a lot of things have been hidden from us. So I'm here to tell you that I have sought out for the last almost 15 years systems and structures that actually work, not fad stuff. I hate fads. They bother the crap out of me because they're not sustainable. It's just kind of teaching people, go over here, no, go over here. It's very destabilizing. I like to teach people, take a deep breath. How does that actually feel for you? Does it actually resonate? Or are you just going to that to distract yourself? Or are you just going to that because you need to get out of where you're at right now, which is basically you're in fight or flight versus a calm state, right? So I urge you to slow down, right? As a coach, I'm constantly telling people, like last night, I told one of my clients, oh yeah, I'm on creatine. He's like, what? Oh my God, you are? I need to get on. I was like, what you need to do is slow down, right? I'm all about all these things that can be beneficial for you, but not everything is created equal. And a lot of things out there are not, like, I'm all about practitioner grade things. I'm all about things that have worked long term versus short term. I do not like short term result. I like long term result. Even if it takes us a little longer to get there, that's what I'm looking for, right? Is maybe a little longer to get there, but it's a longer term solution versus these like short term things. I'm all about a short term win because we need wins. We need to focus on wins, right? Let's not forget that you are what you focus on. So if you're always focusing on a problem, you're going to get more problems, right? That's just how energy works. It's how your mind works. So by stopping being intentional about what you're thinking about and really sitting with what you're thinking about, everything starts to change, right? And guys, we all go into self-doubt. I go into self-doubt. Clients go into self-doubt. I have employees that go into we all do it. But the thing is that we do differently is we support you out of that. Okay, like, why are you going to self-doubt? Let's acknowledge it. Let's see it. So that way we can kind of pull you out of it and just go, that's your old mindset, right? That's the old you coming out, not the actual you, right? There's a difference. So I really do believe that when you're a little bit more methodical, and when you have someone, because a lot of people like to go fast, because especially in the beginning, and I'll tell you this too, in the beginning, you could take anything healthier than you're taking now, and you'll see a result. But is the result long term? No, that's the problem here, right? Is that, yes, like you start doing a habit that's healthier, you're probably gonna feel better, right? You could do anything. You could take any supplement that is gonna make you feel even slightly better and you're going to notice a difference. But is it going to be long-term? Probably not unless it's practitioner grade, right? That's what I'm trying to help people understand is that you could do anything. You could change one thing in your diet and suddenly it's like, oh my God, I feel so much better. Of course you do, because you were eating processed junk for 10 years. So when somebody brings something to light for you, it's not that like, if I have people that have been working with me for 5 years and they're like, how come things are pausing or how come I'm plateauing? Typically it's because we've reached a new level, or those other things that have been really under the surface, they're taking a little bit longer to heal because they've been there and we had to handle 35 other things on the list to get you to that bigger problem. See what I'm saying? So we're so focused on why isn't this happening now? Because you all, myself included, was at one point quick fix addicts. We want the quick fix. Quick fixes work for quick, right? Do they work long term? No. So we are here for long-term health, preventative, so that you're not constantly reacting to your environment, not constantly in panic mode, and that just simply, it's not cute, but it just simply takes time, okay? We are here to support. We are here to help you through the good, the bad, the ugly, the disastrous, because I've seen it all, right? I have seen it all. You can ask anybody. So just remember that if you did decide to work with us, I am totally here to support you. I'm not here to judge you. I am here, however, to keep you very accountable for your health, because this is about you. It's not about me. I'm just your guide to get you through to where you need to go. And I'm direct. I have compassion, but I am direct because we need a little bit of direction and a little bit of like a stiff arm right now, okay? Because we've needed that for a long time, I think, in this world. Not just in this country, in this world. We need some stiff arm direction, right? And that scares people sometimes because we're not used to that, but it's okay, right? I am here to explain to a degree, but also let you sit in your own self, because a lot of this just comes down to like, why did that make me uncomfortable? Because you're not used to someone being direct with you, and that's okay, right? But I lead with direct to a hi, Lori. I lead with direct to get you to where you need to go, and the direction is peace. The direction is your alignment with your actual true self, right? It is not about fixing you. It is not about changing you tomorrow. This is about slow and steady. This is about understanding you. This is about really truly being a team. so that we can get you to the other side, which is true freedom, no limitation in yourself, and that you just feel confident. And because you would be amazed at what happens when you are at such peace with yourself. You would be amazed. Okay. So all I'm going to say to you is be kind to yourself. Don't panic. Turn off news, because that also does not help, right? I always tell people, think about it this way, and I'm going to leave you with this. Look at wars that are going on. I don't even focus on it because, not that I don't care, it's just not my focus. Think about the inner state of people right now. We are all pretty angry. We're all mad. And because we are not expressing how we feel, I truly believe it's a manifestation of how we all feel as a collective society on a very deep level. So if you think about that and you start to release this anger and you start to become coherent with it and neutralize it, I wonder what would happen. Just food for thought, okay? So anyway, I hope this helps you today. Remember, slow down. You're going to be okay. And if you need help, please reach out. honoryourhealth.life. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.